No, it's just going to be take one endangered species.
Well, no, it's take. Yeah, you're right. It's going to be endangered species. That's all that matters.
All right, endangered species. Rosanna's just said it, so she's got to leave that in the edit. It's really important. So you just realise that we're having a lot of fun with this as well. And having fun is what it's all about. But I did mention in the introduction how we were going to sort up an endangered species centre. Now that's pretty broad as to what the heck is that? And it's quite interesting to actually what the heck that is. And so I suppose I'll stop waffling and tell you. There is a certain area in London that I've seen that I think could do with our help, do with the help from the Guardians, and actually build like a modern day Natural History Museum, Science Museum, all in one centre where people become members. They get access to find out all about they can visit it. It's like an exhibition centre, so there's lots of exhibits going on. They can find out all about endangered species as they're happening around the world. By being a member, they'll get wonderful extras, by cheaper to get in and all that. No, they're actually saving animals over the world. And the way we'll save them is I'll come to. When they get there, there'll be a great main hall. It'll just be like going to loads of exhibitions. There'll be lecture halls, which schools can then hire, and we can have wonderful people coming in talking about the wildlife, just even butterflies, talking about how we can be ecologically better, and also just educating us all about how we can make a difference. Because Guardians always want to make a difference, because we can. The other part of this, and I'm saying we get to the top floor, will be an international TV studio. And I know that sounds very grand, but then again, the Invisibles like to be grand. And the idea behind this is that all the information on all the endangered species as they happen will be coming in live feeds into that studio, which will then be 24/7 once it's up and running, telling everybody about what's happening in different areas, different parts of news, all related to endangered species and the planet itself, and how that's affecting the livelihoods and the safety of all the species that we share this incredible globe we call the Earth with. Now, the idea being is that lots of the university students have studied to become journalists, editors, and they've come in through the youth centres. They've worked their way up down to be a university student. You come from a youth centre and you want to be a journalist, we'll find you. This is where you're going to come to, as well as link into some very top name people that can come and do reports and shows with them. The idea being that we'll be able to, without any political clout, put pressure on anybody. And when I say anybody, I mean anybody who is creating a situation which is causing death and destruction to any animal on this planet. So, we also have our Guardians who will be out in the fields. They'll be in the Sahara, they'll be in the deserts, they'll be in the rainforests, and they'll be looking after the new reporters as they're doing live reports and reports that will be sent back on what's actually happening in certain countries and areas where we need to be able to look after the people that we share this planet with, the animals. They're all just as worthy as we are. We're lucky as humans. You see, we can actually go and live in Antarctica, or the Arctic. It wouldn't bother us. We could build a house that we could, with solar panels, heat and survive. But the animals are adapting at still an evolutionary rate. So they need to have their environments protected. And also it's protecting us as well. So the idea is the Endangered Species Centre will be a place you could come to. First of all, it will be in London. The second could be in New York, it could be in LA, it could be in Paris, it could be in Milano, it could be in Rome. I don't know where I was going with that. It could be in Madrid, or it could be anywhere on the Costa Branca. It could be in Lisbon, it could be in Moscow. Wherever it is, it'll be a place where we're all uniting together to keep an eye on everything that's going on the planet as far as the animals and our ecology is concerned. And I think it's again something that is needed on a wider scale than just a few naturalists doing a programme every now and again on the BBC telling us everything is SH1T and we're all going to die. We know that. What we need to know is how are we going to do something to help together as guardians. Because together with all the species on this planet, we will rise. And that is really what it's all about. Not only that, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, you know, if you're interested in knowing more about that, or how you can help, or want to get involved and be part of it, whether you're a technology company saying, well, we'll supply you with all the cameras and the equipment and all the newsroom setup, we'll give you the initial and then we can buy from you. After that, we'll do deals with people. Or if you're an airline and said, look, we won't mind giving you really cheap flights to fly your people all over the world, or however you want to get involved and help, just get in touch. Say hello at guardianshelp.com and the Invisibles will get back to you. I'm Andy, I'm nobody, I'm just here on behalf of the Guardians telling you how we want to help and we want to do it as a community.